What's going on, everyone? This is Red Bull Tanker with Operation Reforger, turn 7 for the Soviet Union. Before I start, want to wish all the dads out there a happy Father's Day. I, once again, made the mistake of doing the turn before I even did any videos. So, made that mistake. But so I'll just give you a whole Soviet turn overview, and we'll go from there. But first, we'll start off with a couple highlights from the British Empire, the Commonwealth, and the U.S. turn. Just kind of going over. So the U.S. is pushing out into Africa, getting some of those territories back for their allies, while bringing reinforcements in to help secure the everything down there, or to help re-secure Africa. Up here, the U.S. is consolidating in Mexico. Preliminary ideas is that either they're going to bring those troops over to Africa, or they're going to use them to come down into South America and start taking over the neutrals down there. Not 100% sure yet, but we're kind of thinking that's where that's going to go. And because at the end of our turn, we get our diplomacy dice back and the added defense values for the neutrals goes away, we'll probably have to see what we can do about trying to get some diplomacy down there to try and head off the Americans, if it's even a viable option. The next big news pretty much came over here in the Pacific. The Commonwealth launched a two-pronged attack. They sent an amphibious force to capture India, and then sent a major ground force into Burma to attack the 6 Chinese divisions that were there. And then after a decent first round, the Chinese retreated their 3 divisions into Yunnan. And when units retreat in this game, they are rolled against, and on a 2 or less, the unit is destroyed. But the Chinese lucked out there. And then, that was pretty much it as far as big highlights go. So then we'll get into the turn. Let's see here, starting off. So, purchase-wise, for the Soviet Union, we bought 13 infantry, a major factory upgrade, self-propelled artillery, and a tank. We did do some tech. We did tech for advanced R&D, and then AK-47s and infantry conscription, and we were able to bump AK-47s and infantry conscription up to stage 2, so we got lucky there. And then we didn't do any attacks, so then non-combats, what we did was we took 2 units from Amur and brought them to Kwichau, and then brought the other transport from Kwichau back to Amur. We took the 2 infantry that were already in Amur and helped reinforce Yunnan, and then we left those 2 there. That was pretty much it for our moves in the Pacific. In the Middle East, we took our airborne troop from East Persia, put it into West India, and then we took our 2 infantry and 2 artillery from Persia and transported them across the sea with those 2 transports to help reinforce India. And then we brought the fighter from Persia over to West India as well. And then in Europe, we just continued to reinforce. The 10 units that were in Slovakia went to Germany, and then the 10 units in Romania came up to Slovakia. And then these 3 infantry were in East Poland, and then we brought them up to Belarus. We got to try and head off all those British units that are now sitting in Finland waiting to attack the motherland from the north. Alright, so then deployments. We upgraded the Slovakia minor to a major. Our like I said, our 10 units, and then we dropped 3 more units into Slovakia. Then we dropped 3 more units into Poland, which actually the 3 units that started in the Ukraine this turn were transported to Poland as well. So 3 units were transported to Poland, 3 more were dropped there. We deployed 3 more units into Leningrad to back that up. In the Middle East, we deployed an infantry, a tank, and a self-propelled artillery into Persia. And then over here in Amur, we dropped 3 more units on Amur. So that is the overall end of the turn. Like I said, I apologize. I got ahead of myself and forgot to film before I started doing stuff, but that sometimes happens. But so that is the end of turn 7 for the Soviet Union. This is looking to possibly be an interesting turn, so we'll see what happens, and we will see you guys next time for the Arab League. So until then, guys, take care.